Alright, so here we are. Here, D, take the LSX, and I'll get this light out of your eyes. You can see where we're going with the thermal. Whoops. Alright, so we got a jerry-rigged up a light on the phone for recording, because obviously the video recorder doesn't work out here in the dark. But what do you think? We're about 2 hours into this trip now?
Oh yeah.
About 2 hours into it. Maybe close to halfway down the river. Right out of the gate, we had a set of rapids that we tried to get into the river from memory. Growing up around here, we tried to get into the river below any rapids because we have a 12-foot Radisson canoe. And you know, Radissons are pretty nice, but they are aluminum, very thin, made for lightweight to carry into a pond and, you know, do some trout fishing. They're not made to be going down through the rocks and boulders and take a beating like a big old heavy, you know, multiple millimeter thick aluminum Coleman boat or something, or whatever be it. But it's been a quiet night in the house, right? I mean,
Pretty dead silent out here.
so we saw a crane. That was the first thing that we saw. Blue heron and gray heron. Can't see it with the thermal because it was just black hot.
Besides that, it was dead silent.
And that took off, and then the duck took off. And then just a little bit further down, we saw a muskrat. And then a little bit further down from that, after we went through the rapids, a bank beaver had slapped its tail right off to the side of us, and Dillon about jumped right out of his seat. That was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it scared the shit out of me too. I wasn't ready for that. Oh, my shoulder. So we had the lights off for quite a while, right, D? And our lights were, our eyes were starting to adjust to the light pretty good. It's a beautiful night out tonight. It's quiet. And I just got done telling Dillon that, you know, not for nothing, but it is so quiet. I mean, there's just, I expected to hear deer running off, other smaller critters. Very, very minimal. Not a lot of activity. We were able to get past a campsite that had the river well lit. Nobody saw us. Felt like Navy SEALs going through there. That was pretty cool. It looks like we're going through a little bit of a camping area now of some sort. Some people up here, maybe just our house. But yeah. It's like I told Dillon, sometimes it's just nothing. Most of the time, it's just nothing. But I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time, and Dillon, I really appreciate you coming here to do this.
Yeah, it was a nice trip.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. And we still have a lot of area left. We're getting into the windier part of the river where, you know, we're breaking away from the houses and such, and there isn't anybody around. And we're hoping to, you know, possibly get some activity of any kind. You know, we're not just always out here looking for Sasquatch, or at least for myself. I love wildlife, period. Wildlife researcher, you know. But always got my eye on the prize. So, this is Sasquatch Wizard Adirondacks. Just thought I'd bring you guys in, let you know we're in the southern Adirondacks, heading down a windy river, waiting to hear a whoop, a loud roar. I had thought about bringing my hard hat from work. Seriously did. I had thought, you know what, honestly, probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Well, I mean, if you had Sasquatch start throwing rocks at you from the shoreline, having a hard hat on would not be a stupid move. So that led me to thinking, you know what I need? I need a military helmet that has all the attachments, that has a thermal, binoculars built in. Just a one eye will be fine. So you can drop that down. That way you ain't got to mess with no lights at all. You can see, because once we turn on the thermals, we can see fine out here. But we don't want to run any of these lights. We just want to go dark, quiet, and man, you know, it's nowhere near as quiet as it is up in Research Area 1 or 2, which I get those two mixed up all the time. Half the time when I'm doing videos, I'll tell you guys, yeah, I was up in Research Area 1, and I watch the video and I'm like, you idiot, you were in Research Area 2. You got everybody confused. Because last week when I told you guys, yeah, I was up in the Research Area, what did I call it? Research Area 2, and there was like 20 cars parked out there. I was in Research Area 1, not 2. Alright. Did I just say that right? Yes, I was in 1, not 2. Alright, I'm rambling on. So, I'll let you know what we got going on here. Okay? So we got our digital recorder set up. You know, it's not state of the art, but I'll tell you right now, what I listen to through this recorder sounds really well. I just imagine it doesn't have the pickup power as, say, you know, some of the better ones. It's a $100 recorder. Wi-Fi compatible, blah, blah, blah. I've got my son Dillon. It's on the trip. And then on D, I'm gonna... That was a stick snap. Did you hear that? That was a definite stick snap.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. You didn't hear that? Alright, doesn't matter. Hold still for just a second, buddy. Don't move. Alright, so there's my cheap night vision and the pack. And did I hand you the other thermal? Did I hand you the...
Oh, it's in my pocket.
Did you? Here, pull that bad boy out. I want to show everybody the new toy. Alright, so, alright, you see that? So, we dropped a little coin on a FLIR LSX. Beautiful image. Beautiful image through this monocular. I'm very, very, very pleased with it. Except for, I did not thoroughly read the directions because I've got to do some improvising to get video off from this unit, which I've already figured out how to do. It's not going to be that hard. I just need an RCA cable, and there is a what did I call that thing before, D? What was that thing called? Like
sort of adapter piece.
Yeah, there's like this little oh, I can't think of the name of it, doggone it. But either way, there's a small little box. It's a beautiful little thing. I'll be able to plug that into this and put an SD card in it. And then whatever I'm imaging from this LSX will record straight to the micro SD card externally. So with that, it's not very functional, right? I mean, when you're out doing research trying to get a good shot at something, the last thing you need to do is have like 2 other pieces of equipment in your hand. And but hey, you know what I'll do? I was thinking about sending it back, but I'm not going to, because this thing, man, wow. I mean, that TK Scout, that was pretty cool to get that. It was a good starter piece, and I love the fact that it records internally. Very convenient. It does the trick. But when you drop a little extra coin on a good piece, you definitely see the difference. It's got a laser pointer in case somebody else has got infrared and I want to put a point on the target, what we're looking at. It's a real nice piece, and I will jerry rig some finagled way to be able to have that all in my hand. I'll make it myself. All right, everybody. we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna go dark. We're gonna stay quiet. I do notice, Dylan, that the air is blowing to my back, and I like that because the wind's in our favor as far as smell. Now this river is just windy. I mean, when I mean windy, I mean it almost comes back and hits itself, and it goes up and hits itself, just like that. So there's a lot of opportunity for Sasquatch to slip in there, be able to go from one side to the other. And I let Dillon know to be looking on the ground for him spider crawling or up in the trees. I mean, the chances of us having an encounter are probably 1 in 1,000 or worse. But you gotta be in it to win it. And even if we don't see Sasquatch, this has been awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's quiet, the solitude, it's nice weather, and you know, good time to come out and enjoy some time with your son and the stars. You couldn't ask for. Yeah, Dylan saw a shooting star, yeah?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, everybody. This is Sasquatch Wizard Adirondacks waving my magic wand. We'll bring you in if we find anything interesting. You guys have a great weekend. Take care.